Okay, so good day. Ang topic natin is all about the fundamental principles of counting. So, what do we mean by counting? So, when we say counting, supposing two events occur in order. For example, the first can occur in m ways, then the second in n ways. So, meron tayong m times n ways. That is the representation. Now, as we further continue, ang permutation, laging ano to, with regards to the order, to the order. Take note that AB is not equal to BA. So, kahit product, hindi sila magkakaparehas. Kasi nga, one of the priorities of the permutation is the order. Now, the representation of this is the n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. By the way, pag sinabing n factorial, example, 5 factorial, ang ibig sabihin yan is 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So if you will multiply that, I think that will be 120 ways or 120. So, but the representation ng permutation is n factorial divided by n minus r factorial taken at a time. Okay? We have three formula na nagagamitin. Ito yung permutation of distinct object. Then the second one, if the objects, some are identical, we can use n factorial divided by n1, n2, n3, so on and so forth. Then if circular, n minus 1 factorial. Okay, now, as we continue in the discussion, the combination is, it deals with the order or regardless of the order. So, hindi masyadong priority yung order, no? Kasi mathematically, AB is equivalent to BA. Kaya ginagamit to combination, and this is the formula. Anyway, later sa calculator, we can put the NCR para mas mabilis, no? But we can use naman directly. Now, as we continue again in our topic, since permutation and combination, ito naman yung susunod na topic natin. Itong mga to is will be discussed na sa mga susunod siguro, no? Focus lang muna tayo dun sa permutation. So, how many ways can ice cream be served if there are 3 cones and 4 flavors? So, sa mano-mano, meron kang 3 cone, meron kang 4 na flavor. So, pwede mong bilangin mano-mano. So, kapag binila mo ito, yan ay meron kang exactly 12. But if you will know the m times n, which is the how many ways can the ice cream be served? There are 3 cones and flavor. So dito may 3 times 4 ka. That is 12. So basically, yan yung ating arrangement, no? Okay. So now, as we further continue, if we will look at the solution, uh, yung manual counting, you can count 3 cones, no? But sa X ways, that is 3 times 4. Now, ito yung medyo challenging. For example, how many 3-digit number can be formed from 0 to 9? It should be add. Okay, pag sinabing 3-digit, una, meron yung 0 to 9, ay meron kang 10. Meron kang 10 numbers, no? From 0 to 9, no? Kung bibilangan mo yan, kasama na yung yan, yung 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Pero dito kasi may sinasabi, how many 3-digit numbers can be formed from 0 to 9 if it should be add without repetition? Okay. So 3-digit number. So ngayon, ano ba yung yung pwedeng maging Ito kasi tinatawag na hundreds. Hundreds digit. Ito naman tinatawag na tens. Ito yung tinatawag na units. Sa hundreds, hindi pwede kasi zero eh. So, babawas na ako ng isa. Oh. Tapos, ah dun sa 10, sabi, how many three digits number can be formed from 0 to 9? And it should be add without repetition. Okay, so ngayon, ano ba yung mga odd numbers muna? So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay? Now, dito, if we will look how many digit numbers can be formed from 0 to 9, if it should be add without repetition. So dito, i-minus na natin yung 0, no, itself. No? Tapos, magma-minus 1 ka pa na isa, siguro 8 multiplied by 8. Then, ilan ba lahat to? Ito lang naman kasi yung magka-add eh. So, meron kang 5. So, pag binultiply mo ito, meron kang 320 ways. Now to further explain pa yung ating problem here, uh, ang unang-una natin dito, no? Sabi nga, doon sa hundreds digit, meron tayong 10, but 0 cannot be at the start. And we already took 1 digit, kaya ako naging 8. Kasi di ba guys, sabi ko nga, doon sa tatlo, ito yung hundreds para maintindihan nyo. From 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Hindi pwedeng ito. Wala namang unang-una ng 100 is 0. So, tapos kinuha na natin yung digit ng unit place. Kasi di ba, without repetition eh. So, tens to. Then units. So, ilan ba yung units add? So, meron ka ng 5. So, mababawasan ka na to. Either do. So, 8 na lang ito. Ngayon, ganun din sa tens. No? Originally may 10 ka. But we already took 2 digits for units. Ito naman, nakuha ko na yung units, nakuha ko na yung 400s. Kaya magiging 8 na lang din. Kaya pag binultiply mo yan, yan ay 320 ways. I hope yan ay klaro, no? Yung part na yan. Okay, next. If the long jump competition in Olympics, 10 athletes participated, how many ways can the gold, silver, bronze be awarded? Ito may mga kinalaman pa rin yung order, permutation. So meron kang 10 athletes. Ngayon, ano ba yung mga prizes? Gold, silver, bronze. So maglalagay ako dito. Okay, ano ba yung ano? Ano ba yung uh, ilan yung posibleng manalo ng gold? Siyempre, lahat sila ng 10 atleta mayroong pag-asa. Ngayon, kapag nanalong ito, siyam na lang ang pwedeng manalo dito. At 8 na lang ang pwedeng manalo sa bronze. So therefore, what will be the answer? So pag multiply mo ito, that would be 720 ways. And that is the solution in solving that problem. Okay, as we continue pa further, kung gagamit ako ng isa pang technique, gagamit ko yung permutation, NPR, pwede naman. That is 10P3 or 10 factorial divided by 10 minus 3. Yung R is taken at a time. Okay, then factorial. So I think kung si-solve mo ito, that would be 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Divided by 7 na ito. 7 times 8 o times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. Actually, dito, pwede mo nang mag-cancel tong part na ito. pa rito. Kaya babalik ulit dito is yung 10 times 10 times 8. Nalilitaw sa 720 ways. Okay, pero tandaan natin, no? Pwede natin gamitin ng calcul. Paano ba ginagamit yung permutation sa calculator? So make sure ka lang na kahit comp lang, pwede naman. So 10, ang permutation ay nandito sa P. Then 10 P3. So we have 720 ways. Okay, so sana nakuha yung part na yan. Okay, how many arrangement can be done for the letters in the word statistics? Okay, as you notice, no? Ilang arrangement daw, no? So dito papasok yung may mga pwede tayong gumamit yung mga may mga repeating, no? Okay, ano ba yung mga salita dito? Sa S, kung bibilangin mo ito, meron kang 1, 2, 3. Sa T, we have tatlo rin, no? So, i-ano ko to para hindi tayo malito yan. Sa T, tatlo rin. Tapos, ano pa ba? A, isa lang naman ang A. Tapos ay dalawa. Then yung C ay isa. Okay, now as you notice, ilan ba lahat to? Ang total nito is 10. Now, since ito ay permutation with order, uh, tapos may mga repeating pa, no? So 10 factorial divided by 3 factorial times 3 factorial times 2 factorial. Yan yung, kasi tapos times 1 eh. Eh wala naman yung 1. So basically, kung yan ay ating isosolve using 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. So pag binultiply mo ito, 3 times 2 times 1. Okay, then 3 times 2 times 1. Then 2 times 1 and times 1. So basically ito, magka-cancel to. Alin man dito. Ngayon ito, kapag multiply mo, ito yung matitira. Ito manual, para at least alam nyo kung paano ginagawa. No? Pero syempre, gagamit tayo ng calculator mamaya. Okay, so times 4, no? Hanggang 4 lang naman. So divided by, I think, ito ay magiging 3 times 2 times 1, then 2 times 1. So ito ay, kung natin kung may magka-cancel, parang wala naman na. So 90, so pag minultiply ko ito, so 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 4. So meron kang 120,000 dito sa numerator. 960 divided by 3 times 2 times 1 times 2. So meron kang 12. And kapag divide mo itong 120, 960 divided by 12, I think lalabas yung let me check ulit. 10 times 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 divided by, ito ay may times 5 times 4 divided by 6 times 2. So meron ka ditong I think kapag kinuha mo ito, 50,400. So lalabas dito is 50,400 ways. Or if we will be using calculator, ganito lang naman siya. So madali, no? Let me write here. So dito ay meron kang 10 factorial O yung 10 factorial din. So gagawin natin dito, 3 factorial times 3 factorial times 2 factorial. Yan. So yun lang naman, 50,400. No? So that is the arrangement, no, ng statistics. Now, as we further continue, this is the solution. Okay. Now, in how many ways can 8% be seated? This is a cyclical permutation. Tandaan niyo, pag circular, yan ay n minus 1 factorial. Yan kung titira mo, 8 minus 1 factorial, yan ay 7 factorial. Yan ay nasa 5,040. And that would be the answer dito sa problem na ito. No? So that is a example ng paggamit ng permutation. No? At least meron tayong idea. Ito naman, 6 men coded as A, B, C, D, and F are qualified to run a machine that requires 5 operators as a team. How many different teams can be formed? Dito ay nasa combination problem na tayo. So let me, ano ba ang formula for the combination? For the combination, that is NCR. Dito sa case na ito, meron ka kasing 6 men. Yun yung total, yun yung N mo. Kumbaga yung N natin ay 6. Okay, tapos meron kang R na 5 operator. So meron kang 6C5. No? Or, yan ay N factorial, N minus R factorial, R factorial. So ang N factorial natin is 6. Tapos meron kang 6 minus 5 factorial, then 5 factorial. So, kung kukupitin ko ito mano-mano, 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 divided by, actually, ito na yun eh. Ito, 1 na ito. Then ito ay 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. This will be canceled out. Then this will be canceled out. So, therefore, our answer here is 6. So, yan yung teams na pwede mabuo. This is a combination problem. Okay, next. Okay, this is the solution. Although the combination, the order is not important. Tandaan nyo, A times B is not equal to, I is equivalent to B times A for the combination. So, yun, no? Now, dito tayo sa probability, I think we already discussed the combination and permutation. We will be continuing to discuss the probability and conditional probability. So, let's use the different counting techniques in determining the probability and identify the variables used in getting this probability. Now, to solve problems involving this conditional probability, ito yung condition, tandaan nyo, no, dito sa probability nito. Ang probability kasi ito yung outcome na likelihood na mangyayari. Kaya minsan meron kang P is equivalent to N over N. Kumbaga ito yung total. Ito yung alaging outcome. Halimbawa, sinabi kong 1/2. Meron kang 50% na probability. Sa dalawang trial mo, isa yung nakuha, pwede mo makuha. Now dito, halimbawa, P sub A, uh, as you notice, ito yung sinasabi ko, the desired outcome, ito yung N. At yung total outcome, ito yung capital N. That is the declaration. So therefore, halimbawa, if 0 is less than or equal to the P sub A, must be less than or equal to 1. O dapat must be less than 100% or 1. Okay? At mas mataas naman sa 0. So para malaman mo na yun yung probability, that is the likelihood na mangyayari yung isang event. Okay, so dito, meron tayong mga example problem. No? Gagamit tayo ng mga konting lang. Sabi dito, a coin is tossed twice. What is the probability that at least one tail? Okay, ano ba yung mga yung coin? Ang coin kasi sa coin problem, meron ka tinatawag na head and tail. Okay, a coin is tossed twice. Okay, what is the probability that at least one tail occur? Okay, meron tayo apat na scenario. So sabi ko nga, kapag ganyan kasi, 2 raised to 2 yan eh. Meron kang 4 possible output. Bakit 2? Kasi dalawa yung pwede mong maging outcome. Yun yung tail at head. Kaya ngayon, kapag in-arrange ko ito, let's say, I think pwede ko nang i-arrange dito, ilagay dito, no? So, tail, tail, head, head, tail, head, tail, head. So, yun yung mga possible outcome. Okay, now, a coin is tossed twice. What is the probability that at least one tail occur? So, pag at least one tail, pag sinabing at least, kasama yung tail, no? Kahit isa lang natin pwede. So, pasok ito, pasok ito, pasok ito, pero ito, wala na ito. Kaya kung bibilangin mo, anong probability? So, 3, di ba meron tayong probability is n over n. Yung n natin, yun yung yung ating naging outcomes 3 tas yung total na 4. Kaya meron kang 0.75 o 75%. Yan yung probability that at least one tail occur, no? Okay, kapag tinanong naman ano probability na, for example, ito yung at least one tail. Paano kung ang tanong is two heads? Pag two heads, ang probability niyan na pwede mangyari yun is 1 out of 4 or 25 or 0.25 yung two heads. Ganon din sa tail, two tail. So meron kang 0.25, yan yung two tails. That may 25%, no? At 50% naman kung either tail or head ang lalabas sa dalawang toss. So mathematically, yan yung probability. Okay, para talaga maintindihan yung problem na ito. Okay? Next. So yan yung sinasabi ko kanina. Pag kinuha mo, that is 3/4. Now, a die is loaded in a way that an even number is twice as likely to occur an odd number. What is the probability that the number is less than 4 occurs on a single toss? Okay. So dito, tingnan natin mabuti, no, itong problem na ito. Sabi dito, a die is loaded in a way that even number is twice. Okay, sa dice kasi, meron kang hanggang 1 to 6 faces. Okay, so therefore, sa regular die, sabihin natin S is equivalent to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Eh sabi dito, a die is loaded in a way that an even number is twice as likely to occur as an odd number. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang, nung tinus mo yung die, yung even number daw, mag-occur twice. So, ano ba yung mga even number dito? From 1 to 6. So, 2, 4, and 6. Kaya kapag dito na tayo sa na bagong magiging set, 1 is an odd, pero ito magdodoble. 3 is an odd, pero yung 4 magdodoble kasi even number. Then 5 and dalawang 6. So pag kinount mo ito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yung n natin ngayon ay 9 na. Ang tanong, what is the probability that a number less than 4 occur? Okay, ano ba yung mga less than 4? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So meron kang probability natin will be 4 out of 9. Yun ang pinakasagot. Kasi nga, that is how we understand itong mga probability problem. Okay, now ito is an example of a nagkakamali, is a card, no? So magbigay ako ng konting discussion about sa card. Sa card kasi meron tayong 52 cards no sa isang deck. Tapos meron kang 13 para sa king uh, or rather 13 sa diamond. Okay. Tapos 13 sa hearts. Itong mga to, importante rin na yan ay mga red cards. Ito naman yung spade, 13 spade. And 13 clubs. Ito naman yung black. Ngayon, sa bawat diamond, red, heart, may kanya-kanyang tao yan. May king, queen, jack, 10, pabalik ng ace. So, pag binilang mo yan, aabot ka ng 13. Hindi kasama yung joker, no? So, ilalat ang king, 4. Dalawa ang red, dalawa ang black. Ang queen, ganoon din, and jack. Pati ace, 4, no? So, dapat alam natin yung ano. Dito rin sa probability problem, mahalaga at basahin yung mga salitang and. Pag and kasi, tumutukoy yan sa multiply. Okay, pag sinabi naman natin or, tumutukoy yan sa addition. Okay, so in poker of 5 cards, find the probability that getting 3 kings and 2 queens. So ano ang probability na makakuha ka? So kung ang pinaka-formula natin ay ito, n divided by the n. Okay, so tingnan natin sa ano the probability na makakuha ka ng 3 kings and 2 queens. So gagamit tayo dito ng most likely parang common sense na kasi more on ano kasi itong probability actually. Although mahalaga na alam mo yung procedure pero yan ay parang IQ din, no? Okay, halimbawa dito, sabi ano daw ang probability of getting 3 kings from 4. Okay? Kasi dito, as you notice, in a poker card of 5, find the probability of getting 3 kings. Ilan ba lahat ng kings? 4. So, ibig sabihin, meron kang 4C3. Kaya, yan ay n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. R factorial. Yan ay tinatawag na mga combination. So, meron ka dito 4 factorial, then 4 minus 3, then 3 factorial. Kapag kinuha mo yan, meron ka dito 4. Na ano pa? 2 queens from 4. So, ganoon din, 4C2. Ang 4C2, kung di ako nagkakamali, yan ay 6. Ngayon, kapag kinsolve natin yung problem that P sub A, meron ka ditong N over N, which is nga, yan ay 4 times 6, multiply mo yan eh. Divided by dun sa total N. Ano ba yung total N natin? So, meron kang ilang number of outcomes, no? Lahat-lahat. I think doon papasok yung 52 combination of 5. Bakit ganoon? Kasi 5 cards out of 52. Yan ay, kung di ako nagkakamali, 2 million may get. So therefore, yan ay 24 divided by 2,598,960. Yan ay mas napakaliit, 0.9 times 10 raised to negative 5. Yan yung pinaka probability. Almost zero. No? Napakaliit at chance niyan. No? Napakaliit at chance niyan na ikaw ay manalo. Okay? So, next. I think that is clear. Na-discuss ko naman na. No? If 3 balls are randomly picked from a basket containing 4 red balls and 3 yellow balls and 2 balls, what is the probability of getting 2 balls and a red ball? Actually, dito no, para mas madali. Ang sabi dito, may 3 bola ka randomly picked from a basket containing 4 red balls. Okay, now, tingnan natin dito, no? Eh, siguro yung una dito, yung i-concern natin, meron tayong, what is the probability of getting 2 yellow balls? Di ba? Eh, ilang balat ng yellow? So, meron kong tatlo. So, imagine nyo ito, no? If 3 balls are randomly picked from the basket, let's say ito yung basket. Okay, meron kang red, red, red. Then yellow, yellow, yellow. Then dalawang green, green. Ang the probability of getting 2 yellow balls and a red ball. And, tandaan mo multiplier, no? So, kukunin ko muna yung 2 yellow from 3. So, meron kang n factorial natin. That is 3. C2. Yan ay 3. Tapos, tandaan nyo, find the probability of getting 2 yellow and a red ball. Okay, ano ba yung red? So, meron kang 4. C. Kaso, 1 na lang ito. Diba? 1 na lang siya. Okay, so what is the probability of getting 2 yellow and a red ball? So, meron kang 4. Therefore, from the probability, the formula of the probability, that is n divided by n. Eh, ito, i-multiply mo ito, yung 3 times 4, no? Divide by the totality. Ilan ba lahat ang total? So, kung bibilangin ko lahat niyan, meron kang 4 na red, 3 yellow, 2 green. So, meron kang, I think, if we will notice, no? From the permutation combination, siguro pwede kong gamitin yung 9C3. Bakit 9C3? Bakit 9C3? Kasi sabi dito, 9 lahat, pero 3 bola yung kukunin ko from a basket. So, 9C3. So, therefore, meron akong N 12 divided by, kung nagkakamali, 84. So, ang probability niyan is 0.14 or 14%. So, mahalaga na makita natin, no, kung paano sinusolve yung ganitong mga klase ng problem. Okay? That is an example of the uh, permutation. No? So ngayon, magbibigay ba ako ng mga dagdag, no? Dito, probability, if A and B are two related events. Okay. So, yan yung kanyang magiging formula. Okay? So, pag mutually exclusive, that is summation of the two probabilities. If A and A prime are complement, that is equivalent to 1. Okay, actually kahit ito lang, no, ibigay natin dito yung problem na ito. So, sabi dito, the probability of Mark getting an offer from A is 0.7. So kung titignan ko, meron akong P sub A. Okay, meron akong P sub A. That is 0.7. And the probability that he gets an offer from company B is 0.5. If the probability that he will get offer from both companies is 0.4, so ibig sabihin, kumbaga sa kung titingnan natin yung pinaka-formula, no, let me check, no. Ito naman yung pinaka-formula niyan. Okay, wala. Okay, so yun yung pinaka-formula, no? Probability minus D, kasi ito yung two related events. So isusubtract natin pala, no? Kaya makukuha natin ang sagot dito, guys, if we continue this. Let's say, in this case, let me rewrite. Okay, so meron kang 0.7 plus 0.5 minus 0.4. Kaya dito, papasok dito yung 0.12 minus 0.4 na 0.8. Yan yung probability that you will get at least one offer from the two companies. Okay? So, ngayon, for further example, I think magbibigay lang ulit ako ng may mga siguro bagong PowerPoint or sample na pwede nating i-consider. Okay, so limbawa ay ito, no? Sa page na lang tayo if ever. Para talagang makita natin ah yung ginagamit natin na way to solve problem. Okay, so let me okay, okay, paint. Okay, kahit dito na lang siguro. Ah, okay. Okay, hanapin ko lang yung ano. Okay, so kahit dito na lang siguro. Okay, so ngayon, let me clear this. Okay, para makita. Let me find yung paint. Okay. So again, no? I have examples here para makita, no? Gagamit ang mga probability. Mas maganda makapagbigay tayo ng example gamit yung mga problem sa uh, probability problems. Okay, let me find some example. Okay, no? So, ito na bigay ko ng ano. For example, ito yung tanong. Uh, a person draws three balls in succession. Okay? Tapos, from a box, containing five red balls. Okay, six yellow balls. And then, seven green balls. Okay, now, find the probability. Find the probability of drawing the balls in order. Okay? Okay, and then let's say ano yung order. For example, ang order is red, yellow, and green. Okay, so ngayon, let me answer dito. Sabi dito, ano daw ang probability of drawing the balls in order? So, magsimula muna ako sa red ball. Sa red. Kasi kung titinanong ko to, ito yung pinaka-box. Okay, sabi dun sa box, three balls na in succession from the box containing five red ball, six yellow balls. Then, ilan yung green? Seven. Okay, find the probability of drawing the balls in order. So sa probability na red, meron kang 5. Pag in-add mo to lahat, I think 18 lahat, no? Meron kang 5 out of 18. Sabi, ano daw probability of drawing the balls in order? Red. So, ano yung susunod, no? So, kapag kinuha ko na yung 5, no? Dahil tatlo yan, no? Kumbaga sa ano, kukunin ko rin yung probability na yellow yung second draw without replacing the first ball. Kasi sabi dito, wala naman sinabi, no? Okay, so ngayon, ang yellow naman natin, is 6 out of sabi dito, a person draw 3 balls in succession from a box containing 5 red. Okay, so ngayon, dahil hindi naman binalik, 17 na lang. Okay? Kasi una, 18. Pero nung double taxing red, tandaan niyo tatlo yan. Susunod naman yung probability na green. Ilan ba yung lahat ng green? 7. So, meron kang 16. So, now, para malaman ko yung probability, multiply ko yung tatlo. 6 times over 17, then 7 over 16. Now, in my calculator, para pag kinuha ko siya, I think that is 0.043 or kung di ako nagkakamali, 4.3%. Yun yung probability. Okay? Na makakuha ka in order ng red, yellow, and green. So that is mathematically. Okay? So para maintindihan natin, no? Ano pa example? I think magbigay pa tayo ng example na para talagang maintindihan, no? Itong mga probability problem. Halimbawa, sa case na ito, I think itong find the probability. Find the probability, okay, of getting exactly 12 out of 30. Of getting exactly 12 out of 30. So, questions on a true or false question. So, 12 out of 30 questions in a true or false assessment. Ayan. Ano daw ang probability na makakakuha ka ng 12? Okay, ang tawag din is repeated trial probability. Okay, bakit, no? So, pwede akong gamitin itong formula ito. May introduce akong formula na ginagamit na for the probability. So, P is NCR. That is P raised to R. Then Q, N minus R plus, or N minus R, no? So, yun yung ano, yun yung pinaka-formula. So, bakit ito yung gagamitin natin? Una, yan ay repeated trial probability. So, applicable sa repeated trial probability. Okay, pag sinabi natin repeated trial probability, outcome of the first question does not affect the outcome of the next question. No? Ilagay ko, no? Pag sinabi repeated trial, if I'm not mistaken, no? Since kasama din sa board exam, no, na dapat alam natin yung mga theoretical, uh, outcome of the first question okay, whether successful or not. No, tandaan nyo, no? Regardless, no? Whether success or not. So what will be the result. Does not affect the outcome of the next. Does not affect the outcome of the next. Okay, so yun yung ibig sabihin niya, no? And so on and so forth. Okay, so yun yung gagamitin natin. Okay, ngayon dito, gagawin ko dito no, yung aking maliit na P. Since gagamit, so sa mga ganyang problem, no? Okay, is gagamit tayo ng, okay, so maglalagay ako dito ng small p. Let P is for the success. Then Q is for the failure. So mahalaga na mailatag natin, no? Now, in a true or false question, the probability of success is 1 up. And the probability of failure is 1 up, no? Kaya masasabi natin dito, 1 half ito dahil true or false tayo eh. So, pwede, para malaman ko yung probability, ang N natin is 30 at yung R natin is 12 taken at a time. So, 30 C of 12. So, yung P natin is 1 half. Kasi sa true or false, pwede ka naman kalahati talaga. That is raised to 12. Then, we have 1 half also for the N minus R. Our N is 30 minus 12. So, our probability in my calculation is, you can check it by yourself, sa akin ay 0.08 or 8%. So, ibig sabihin, the probability of getting exactly 12 out of 30 in a true or false is 8%. That is example of a probability. So, mahalaga dapat malaman natin yan. No? Okay, last. I think siguro dun sa dice, no? Okay. Pwede tayo sa dice. Okay, last ito, no? So, for example, sa dice tayo, no? So, die problem ulit. Okay, so for example, anong probability? Find the probability of getting uh, the sum of 7 if two dice or two dice, no? Were tossed. Okay, actually, ang dice kasi, kung titiran mo siya, meron kang ano, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, di ba? May 6 spaces yan, no? Kaya pwede mo sabihin na 6 times 6. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, gagawa tayo ng table para malaman nyo kung paano kinukuha. No? So, meron ka 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, then 6. So, para na siya cross multiplication table. Yan. Pero dito, i-jive natin yung nasa problem. Ano yung mga probability na makakuha ka ng 7 if two dice were tossed? Okay, so ito na yun. 7. 5 plus 2, 7. 4 plus 3, 3 plus 4, 5 plus 2. So pag binihan mo ito, meron kang probability na 6 out of 36 or 1 out of 6. Yan yung probability of getting sum of 7, no? Mas sinabi ko dito, ano, what is the probability of at least 7? Pag sinabi at least 7, pinaka minimum is 7, pero pwede pa yung 8, 9, and 10, so on and so forth. So kung at least 7, ito yung kanyang probability. So, ngayon ito, 5 plus 1 is 6. So hindi po, at pag at least 7, pinakamababa 7. So 7, 8, 9. So ito, wala na to. Kumbaga ito, hindi ako pwede dito maglagay ng ano kasi 5, kapag inad mo ito, 5 plus 1 is 6. So ito pwede 8. Okay, for example, 8, ito 8. Lagyan natin ng ano. Okay, bibilugan ko lang para hindi ano, malito. Okay, so ito naman is bibilugan ko yan. So ito pwede rin, no? Pero hindi na pwedeng 3 plus 3 kasi 6. Dapat 7, at least 7, 8, 9. Okay? 12 hanggang 12, no? So yan, no? Lalagyan natin to. Ayan, lalagyan natin lahat. Kasi kung dito, ito, 5 plus 2, ito yung minimum. At least 7, kasama lahat. Tapos bibilangin natin kung ilan lahat mamaya. 6 plus 1 is 7. So kasama to lahat. Yan. Now, kapag binilang mo ito, 6 plus 5, 11 plus 4, 15, 18, 20, 21. So meron ka 21 out of 36. Okay, kapag divide mo ito by 7 or by 3 rather, meron kang 7 over 12. So meron kang 7 over 12. Yan yung ating at least 7, no? Okay, so I think we discussed the important topic, no? Napaka-importante ng topic, no, when it comes to probability. I can now end the session. Thank you for listening to our class discussion. Thank you and God bless.